What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. A few days ago, I got wind of a story about this Virginia Tech linebacker whose name is Isi Memenen Itute. And I hope I got that right. Obviously, this seems like he's a Nigerian American brother. And he's also from the Virginia area, had just got a school scholarship to play linebacker. Okay. And, to get a scholarship to Virginia Tech, which is a really good football program, in Blacksburg, hats off to the brother, to his family, because it's very difficult to get a D1 scholarship, let alone play for a university like Virginia Tech. I mean, Michael Vick went to Virginia Tech. So shouts out to the brother, right? But unfortunately, when the story broke, I know that he had been arrested for a murder. Now, I thought wow, man, how could, this kid do this? Because he's already at Virginia Tech. Maybe he's hanging around the wrong crowd. Maybe he's out here selling drugs. Because, some players might do that, rob somebody, it's a murder, and things like that. But according to what's breaking now is that he was in a relationship with a white man who was pretending to be a woman, okay? And it appears the young guy was tricked into a sexual encounter by this white guy who was pretending to be a woman, and the two had sex. But what happened was that when the guy found out that this guy, Jerry Smith, who's actually a white man and not a woman, when he found out that this happened, the young man killed him. Okay. Now, I don't know if he beat him to death. That's what it seems like. He punched him and hit him multiple times, and then he blacked out, and then he killed him and things like that. And a lot. And if you look at these text messages here, okay, you see the messages here, okay, which is I'm moving to Blackbirds next month, so come beat my coochie when I do. All it is, blow your stuff deep inside me, make me your slut, whatever. So, all it is, right? And basically, this is what the messages that she is sending to guys. You know what I'm saying? So, she's like, this is in need of BBC. I'm in Blacksburg, pull up with Malik, all this stuff, right? But the thing I want to talk about is, when it comes to LGBT rights, if a person of the LGBT community is beat or hurt, there's a lot of noise about that. Like, why are you hating on them? If you talk about, the LGBT community in any negative way, Facebook, social media, I mean, you're done. You're banned off the platform and all of this. And because they have a lot of rights and a lot of powers, which, okay, for me, it's not my business. Everybody deserves human rights, and I understand that. But the problem is, what are the rights that protect heterosexual people? And I'm not trying to say that what he did was right, because premeditated murder or second degree murder or any kind of murder is against the law. But you have a person here who is pretending to be a female, trying to seduce men that are not gay. And then you can see by the text messages that I'm showing on the screen, it's evident that the person is pretending to be a woman. Now, to be fair, this is a woman that's hitting up random guys, and this guy should have been, not that thirsty. But obviously, this person is talking very sexual, talking very nasty, and stuff like that. And the guy doesn't know. Once the guy finds out then the guy feels that there's necessary course of retribution. I'm not condoning any of that. Okay, because there's a way to handle things. But nobody says anything if you have somebody that is, not that is a gay, that is not letting people know that they're gay, and then saying that, I want you to come do this to my female vagina parts. Now, to be fair, I know that now you're dealing in a terminology in which you're saying, this is cis and this is trans. I understand what people are trying to get with. I mean, I'm not gonna say I understand, but I see what they're trying to be saying now. That if a person feels that they're a woman and they feel that they can call themselves transgender, or they can call themselves cis, that's according to how some people feel. But the reality is that a lot of people, especially from, let's say the African American community, whether you want to admit it or not, the Nigerian American community, whether you admit it or not, if you were born a certain sex, okay, that is what people are going to consider you as. They may not say that, but that's pretty much what we have, okay? And and then what happens is that a lot of people, like a young brother like this, would feel possibly uncomfortable with a person that is saying that, okay, I'm a woman, but then that person could refer to themselves as, let's say, well, I'm a transgender woman. But they're putting that out there because they feel, I'm talking about in this particular case, because you do have people who are gay that come straight out and say, hey, I'm gay, or hey, I'm bisexual, or hey, I'm transgender. This is me. If you like it, you don't. And guess what? You will still have plenty of people who will still deal with them. Trust me. If this guy said, hey, I am a gay man, hey, I am a transgender man, and this is what I'm working with, and let it be known, I mean, there's still guys who will still deal with him. Guys who probably said they wouldn't deal with him would still deal with him. But in the case of this young man, I mean, he was tricked into believing that, hey, this person is, like this person is not like this. But then there's no, where's the law? I want to know this. Like, there should be some type of thing that you have to say, like, hey, you can't go around saying, okay, I am a person that is using the terminology of female body parts. Like, I want you to do this to me and do this to me. But you understand that the other person you're talking to, because you're targeting heterosexual men, okay? You're not in like a community where, let's say if you were in an LGBT chat room or something, or LGBT Facebook group where people understood what they were dealing with. No, you're sending friend requests to guys who are heterosexual who don't understand. So when you're talking to them, that you're talking to them in terms that they feel like you're a woman. And then when something like this happens, then it's something that can be completely avoided. Now, just to say, like the young man right now, a person who has found out like they have done something that now they will probably question their own self that they have been had. I mean, that's angry, and I can't tell anybody how to feel about that, right? Many guys have done something like this, in America. But then the thing about it is this: it's a lot of times it's how you handle problems. Because this young man has threw his life away. He's now kicked off the Virginia Tech team. He can no longer have a chance playing in the NFL. He's going to Virginia prison for a long time. And you're done. But it's all about being thirsty. Like, why would you accept messages from somebody who you don't know? Like, the other guys were turning down, like, look at some of these messages here. We'll go back to them. Like, this dude is like, yo, why is you like this? I don't want your coochie mom good. Like, there's people that she's messaging, or he's messaging rather. And, people are like, this don't sound good. I'm not going to, deal with this. Okay. Like this one guy even says, "Day music, man, if you don't get your dusty ass out of my inbox, like I ain't got no standards, use a dub." So there's people telling the person like, "Get out my inbox," right? Like, you weird. So why couldn't this dude do that? Like, bro, you're the one that decided, also at the same time, that you want to take something on from somebody weird. You don't even know the person, but just being thirsty. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first company at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.